I guess this week's video, we're working on the diesel heater. Hello. So, my diesel heater isn't working still, actually. And I've been working on it for a minute. It had an error 10 code, and when I looked up what that was, it's usually some kind of airflow issue of some sort. So sometimes it can be an issue with the exhaust being clogged up, sometimes it can be the glow plug, sometimes it can be the fan having buildup in it. So I took it apart and I've been looking at it, and yeah, it's a little dusty. I am going to vacuum that out at some point, but I was checking the main things first. I went ahead and replaced the glow plug in hopes that that's what it was, and I checked the exhaust and everything. All of that looks good, but that didn't work. The error 10 came up again, so I took it back apart, and then somebody saw some YouTube video, saw some YouTube video where sometimes it can be the, what's it called? I almost said accumulator, not accumulator. Hi, Star. Look at this baby. Hi, baby. You can't come down here right now, okay? Mama's working. But it's basically a screen atomizer. That's it. Atomizer. Well, at first I didn't see it, so I had to go get my headlamp so I could actually see down in here, and my atomizer looks like crap. I'm about to show you. Plus, I just tried to pry it out, and it's not coming out easily, so I'm going to have to mess with it. But let me show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see down in there good. Oh, you sort of caught a glimpse of it. So it is, let me get my little tool here. Right here, which is super hard for you to see, and it's hard for me to see, but I had to get the headlamp. But basically in here, I mean, you see how dark it is? There we go. Oh, you saw it for a second. There we go. Now you can see part of it. So that's the screen down in there, and it looks like crap. It's definitely dirty, so I have to remove it. This, of course, is also, I'm trying to find a place to put you. This, of course, is also going to, once again, I was supposed to be leaving Saturday or Sunday, and now I have to order this atomizer. So I just ordered it. The soonest it's going to be here is Sunday. So now it's looking like Monday or so before it'll come in Sunday, and then I'll have to install it. Most of the deliveries here come later at night. So, yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to just try to pry this out. It's not going to come out easily because I think it's so caked up that it is attached pretty well to the walls of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best to pry this out. I'm not going to record it because it's going to take forever and it's not very exciting. But when and if I get it out, well, when I get it out, I'm getting it out one way or another. I already ordered a replacement, so it's on the way. I'm getting this out one way or another, but I'll show you what it looks like when I pull it out. It's probably going to be destroyed. And then I'll catch back up with you. Alright, so here's the piece. Oh my god, why do we keep going out of focus? Here's the piece. And it is disgusting. And super filthy. And so it had gotten smushed down in there. So, since that got smushed down in there, it took a hot minute to get out. And this definitely needs to be replaced, and more than likely is the issue, which I guess is good. But here's the thing. It's so dirty in there that since I have until Sunday, so I have 2-3 more days to spare before I get the part, because it's probably going to be the end of the day Sunday. I'm going to be taking this diesel heater apart so that I can thoroughly clean it out, because I might as well. Being that I have this time and everything, it'll be a good idea. So I guess this week's video, we're working on the diesel heater. So it's getting chilly right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. But tomorrow morning, we're gonna get started taking this diesel heater apart and cleaning it out. Yay! Well, it is a beautiful rainy day, and I've got to take this diesel heater apart so that I can thoroughly clean it. And you might say, hey, why don't you just wait till it's a sunny day? Well, because there's not going to be one anytime soon. And I'm trying to head out after this new part comes in. The new part should be here tomorrow. So I want to go ahead and take this apart and clean everything. But especially the combustion chamber, because typically a lot of buildup will happen in there and around where the atomizer goes and everything, and the glow plug. So I watched a video on it, or a few videos, and I'm fairly confident. So let's get to it. Well, my friend let me come in the house, so I wasn't getting rain all over my diesel heater. One of the first things that you want to do is remove the computer board that's on the front here. So I'll show you where that's at. So that's right here. So you're unplugging the fan motor right here, as well as the thermostat, which is this one. If you need to mark them, I'd mark them. But you want to remove that first, and then unplug the power from that, and you'll be able to actually remove this board. Most of them have a cover over this, but mine did not. So. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And then second off is removing the silicone that you have underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I have had this for 2 years, and realistically, you should probably clean this off every winter. But I didn't know how to do that, and I didn't do it. So anyway, I don't know what the inside of this is going to look like. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is take off this fan. So you are going to need some Allen wrenches to do that. And you're just going to loosen them slightly, and you have to be very careful because there are 2 gaskets in here that apparently are a little fragile, especially the one that on the interior near the combustion chamber. And if you mess these up, you have to order new ones, and I haven't tried to do that yet, so we don't know how that's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and be really careful. Just loosen all these first, and then go diagonally across from each other as far as like unscrewing them across the way. Alright, so this is the last one here. Let's cross our fingers this first gasket looks good. If I can even. That did not come off as easily as I had hoped. But alright, so here's the inside of the fan right here. Outside the fan. Alright, so this looks to be metal, which is great because sometimes they put paper in there, but this is the one you really have to be careful with because supposedly this one is a lot more fragile than this outside one. But this is where the combustion chamber is, so you have to be really careful because this slides out, and this is one of those safety features you really have to worry about because this has to go completely back exactly the way that it is, so there's a great seal there, so you don't worry about it. The same thing with both the gaskets. They have to be in good condition. There cannot be a crack or anything in those, because if there is, you risk carbon monoxide poisoning because it can get back. So I want to be really careful with this one because of that gasket. So you're just sliding this out. This is your combustion chamber. Alright. It actually does not look that bad. I am so thankful. Alright, and then we'll take a look on the inside here. Let me set this over here. Doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty freaking good, honestly. I've seen some that look a little rough, but I'm still gonna go ahead and clean all of this out while I've got it apart. Alright, I'm using this brake cleaner here to clean this out because it evaporates quickly. But you can use a wire brush as well if yours is really like caked on and bad. But like being that this one's not super dirty, I don't think I'm gonna need to worry about that. But yeah, I'll probably do this before every winter hits now from now on, just to keep up on it. But for 2 years, this isn't too bad, honestly. So this is your exhaust here. At the end, so I want to make sure to get in there as well. I'm actually gonna look. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I thought, because this looked like a metal gasket here, because if you look, it looks like there's a lip right there. So I thought it was just a really thin one. But now that I'm looking at it and cleaning it off, it does not look like there is a gasket there at all. See, like this one's a fairly thin gasket, right? But you can see the edge here. And as I was cleaning this off, I looked and there's not. Oh, this might be an issue. Let me go look. All right, I'm back. So here's the deal. From what I've looked into and stuff, the outer gasket, the inner gasket, the one near the combustion chamber, is the most dangerous one, where you can possibly get a carbon monoxide issue, especially if you also... Freaking camera stand sucks. But it just felt like 3 or 4 times. It is broke and it's annoying me. But the research that I did on this, so the inside one that is near the combustion chamber is the one that you have to be most concerned about, where you could possibly have a carbon monoxide issue, especially if you also have not a complete seal in the silicone near the glow plug, which I'll show you when I put it back together, or a break in the seal for where the fuel comes in, which is that silicone piece you saw me pull off that had the little thin pipe on it. But the good news is, or this one, right? But the good news is my inner seal looks great. It's actually metal, and there's no cracks or issues in that whatsoever. It looks great. So that is not a concern. This seal here for the fan is the air intake, right? So you can see it is a metal seal right there, but it also has this coating over top of the metal seal. Now what I've noticed is it does match up. That other bit of coating that is missing there is actually on the other part of the assembly that the fan goes into. So, and there's only one real way to line this up. So in theory, when I put this on, it should line back up and those gaps should be filled, so to create the seal again, and we should be good. It seems like the only issue that could cause, if it does cause an issue, which, like I said, it lines up perfectly with all the little spots that are missing that black, it's on the other side. So I think once I tighten that completely, we should still be good. But yeah, the only issue that would cause is not enough airflow to actually ignite it, the fuel. So it would show up as an error 10 message. Because of the condition of the atomizer, though, and the fact that it was so clean on the inside of my combustion chamber and everything, I totally believe that it is just an issue with the atomizer, and that's what's created the error 10 message. So I'm going to go ahead, finish cleaning everything off. We're going to put it all back together, and then my atomizer should come in tomorrow, which is Sunday, which means unless it comes in early in the morning, it's probably not going to be in this week's video, which is upsetting. But that's a simple, just put in, and I might just do a little short or include it in next week's video, I'm not sure. But once I get this diesel heater going, I'm hoping to go ahead and hit the road. So fingers crossed with me that this solves the situation. But for now, let's clean this up and go ahead and put everything else back together. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all this back together now. So since you've already seen me take it apart, you know what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to put you on time lapse so you can watch me put it together. So went ahead and put everything back together. So this is the thermostat right here, and this is the fan, but everything is back in here. I just need to put the computer chip in, so I'm gonna put this in, go ahead and plug up the thermostat and the fan again. So we're gonna do that real quick. Thermostat goes over here on this side. Okay, I'm just going to be really careful with these wires. Make sure those are still in there. Same thing with this one. Okay, those are good. This comes down there. And then there's some little clips right here. Just push this down in here, and that's all I'm going to do with this right now, because the glow plug, which is this piece right here, after I get the atomizer, see, this is the extra one, right? So this is my crap one, just so I can show you what's going on. My good one is in the bus, but you'll put the atomizer in here, right down there in that guy. And I got special tools that's coming to put that in. And then after you put that in, you're gonna install the glow plug, and then you'll hook up the two wires into this right here. So, that being said, thanks for watching this interesting video about taking apart a Chinese diesel heater. I'm gonna put a link in the description for a guy's YouTube channel, and he is amazing at talking about all the different parts and how the diesel heater actually works. So I recommend checking out his video if you are interested in learning more about these things so that you can be safer and have a better working diesel heater. Thanks so much for watching. Special thank you to my Patreon members and any new subscribers that I must have. I appreciate this. I love you all. Take care. And I'm going to see you Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our live.